Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and His Son Yahushua Mashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo. Today is the 28th of July 2024. It's 9:37 p.m. Eastern Time. And right now I'm in a live trade on ES. It's a short trade. It's what I call the Black Sun strategy. So let me just break this down here. I'm going to label it right now. Excuse me. All right, so it's basically, excuse me. All right, so it's basically when we get this rejection of V2 plus V2 and a breakdown of plus V1. So it's also correlating with this Camarilla R3 level here at 5521.8. Right, so plus V1 is at, let's say, roughly 5522.8. We also have VPOC at 5524.50. All right, so let's switch over here to Bookmap. All right, so we could go back here. We could see my entry. All right, so my entry is here at 5524.50. So it was anticipating the breakdown of plus V1. So that's that red line right there. All right, so that's the entry. That's plus V1. So we had a push down below. Then we push back up. Then we're breaking down again. And I could probably make these bigger. Yeah. As you can see, that's my correlated levels. Camarilla R3. That's plus V1. Let's see if these buyers could come back in here and want to take it back up, stop me out above yesterday's high. I'm at stop loss at 5528.50. All right, we having some exhaustion on the buyer side. Sellers looking like they're taking over. Want to break the swing low right here at approximately 5521.50 and a breakdown of Camarilla R3. This right here is minus V1 on the daily chart, the VWAP minus V1. So anything above that is kind of creating like a bowling green strategy where you see we're getting buyers right here around that level. So if those continue on a higher time frame, then this is going to stop me out. But I'm ready to flip as well. But right now on a lower time frame, I'm looking at possibly a black sun strategy here. So looking for sellers to break the swing low here at 5521.50 and also Camarilla R3. So right there, that rectangle, I'm looking for a price to break down from there. I want to see some sellers in between these levels here. We got sellers on the edge right on Camarilla R3 at roughly, let's see, it's 5521.8. All right, looking like we're getting some sellers. I want to see some liquidity stacking on the ask as well. Not seeing them pressing down just as yet. All right, don't want to see buyers here, but buyers coming in. Looking like they're exhausting a little bit. All right, so some volume pressure, some sellers, aggressive sellers going up on the market pulse. All right, we got the sellers, we're seeing them now. All right, so sellers coming into the zone where they have to break the swing low, Camarilla R3. We got some sellers, we got some volume as well. We have an iceberg executing here at 55.20 though, so gotta watch to see if we could break through that level. All right, so I'm seeing some movement to the upside, but looking like buying exhaustion. Maybe just clearing a few stops right here. Wanna see continued selling right now. After this exhaustion here, buying exhaustion, wanna see sellers take it down. Looking like it's stolen on both sides. Both the sellers and the buyers are looking kind of exhausted right now. This right here is the NQ correlation, that dashed green line, and this right here, this lighter blue. I think you could barely see that really. Let me see if I could change that to something else. All right, so that's gold right there. That yellow line, that yellow dash line, that's gold. All right, we're looking for sellers. No buyers on the ask. Predominantly selling. Let's see some sellers take it down and break the swing low. All right, NQ having some aggressive sellers on the NQ. Let's go over to the NQ and see what that looks like. All right, so these values have to be updated. I haven't updated these as yet. Basically a little pop-up here consolidating around this kind of value area. This is the POC, so we're below the POC. Looking like sellers taking over. Let's see what gold is looking like. Gold is looking like it's selling off. That's the POC right there, that blue line. This is VWAP, so it's below VWAP, so it's looking like it's selling off. And I believe these are the correct levels, so it has the breakdown Camarilla R3 just like the ES. So the ES and gold are correlating right now. I keep getting a little bias here at Camarilla R3 on ES. Still the selling pressure is heavy on NQ, not so much on ES though. See, I have here on the subchart the buying volume pressure imbalance. That's in blue. That lighter blue is volume pressure imbalance. No, well, actually, the buy volume pressure is in blue. The lighter blue is the volume pressure imbalance, and the dark blue is the sell pressure imbalance or sell pressure. All right, so we're still waiting for the breakdown of this level right here. So we also have weekly central pivot. That's also there as well, creating maybe some support. Sellers aren't really looking too confident coming into this iceberg here at 55.20. We're taking a long time to break down this little swing low, which I kind of marked in green. We're also getting buyers at Camarillo R3, so we had some buyers here, and that's really it though. But we moved up in price around these levels here. And now the volume point of control has moved down from here. Let's see, it was at 55.24, basically 50. It's moved down to 55.21.96. All right, so don't really want to see buyers at this level here, but getting some buyers. Let me just make sure. All right, everything is good to go. All right, so we have sellers coming back down to this level here around 55.21. That's where we need the breakdown. All right, we have selling pressure in gold. Let's take a look at what's happening in gold. All right, so we're breaking Camarillo R3 on gold. Let's see if we're going to get the move on ES. So take a look here. Gold is breaking down the level. Camarillo R3 and yesterday's high. Nice selling pressure as well. Volume. Nice selling volume. All right, let's go to ES. We have selling in the ES, but still didn't break down the level. All right, so we basically got a breakdown 55, 19, 50. We're below Camarilla Archery right now, and we're also below the VPOC. We're still not really getting enough sellers here at this level to really get the continuation for the sell-off in this trade. At least back to VWAP, but we're not getting that right now. We're getting like these little pushes at VPOC that's leading us back to this plus V1 here on the VWAP. So if we get buyers right now, the next stop would be plus V1. So we're getting a cluster of sellers right now. Let's see if they're gonna break it down and bring it back to this level here. Alright, so aggressive buyers coming in here on the market pulse. So you see we're not getting the sellers to bring us down to these levels here. At this critical level of Camarilla Archery. I'm only seeing buyers right now. Alright, so the first sign of sellers in a little while. Let's see if they're gonna take it down to this level here. Break into the support zone and start getting into these liquidity levels. Nope, we have buyers. And Camarilla R3 is in a higher value, overlapping higher value relationship, which is bullish. So I could expect to see buyers here. So let me just wait a little while and see if the buyers are going to sustain itself or if they're going to, sellers are eventually going to bring it down. I think I'm going to see some sellers come in now. Let's see if we get them sellers right here at VPOC. Let's see what this looks like on the chart. This is my 5-minute chart. See, that's VPOC there as well, that dash white line. This one here is plus VWAP plus 1, and that's Camarilla R3. So let me just use this real quick. Right, so that's plus VWAP plus 1, that's Camarilla R3, and that's plus V2. Right, so Black Sun strategy rejecting plus V2, breaking down plus V1 and Camarilla R3. Kind of pulling back on me right now, but I expect it to come down here to VWAP and probably to this quarterly VPOC here at 55.1450. So that's my target. All right, looking like this trade going against me here. Coming back to my break-even point at 55.2450. So I think I'm gonna flatten this trade here. All right, so we're seeing some sellers coming in here now at plus V1. That's that red line right there. But we had strong buying coming in here at this support level, Camarilla R3, which is in a higher value relationship. So it's now resistance turns support. Because you see it's coming from above, right? So we broke out, created this bull flag above it, buyers came in here. So let's see if we'll create this lower high and break down. A lower high from this level here. So this liquidity here has pulled. So it's looking like it wants to break above this level, break out of the bull flag to the upside and get to yesterday's high. So let's see if it's going to maintain that or keep on rejecting off of plus V2, plus V1, sorry. And I think I'm going to enter here again. Right, so the stop is 55.2671. All right, so we're coming back down here to the support level again. Camaria R3, let's see if we get sellers to break through. So this is the POC right here at 55.2196. We have an iceberg buying at 55.1996. Camaria R3 at 55.2175 roughly. It's looking like the US dollar is moving down. That's not too good for my short trade because I think when the US dollar usually when it moves down, the ES moves up. So that's not too good right now. But it might be a bowling green strategy. Let me just show you guys this real quick. Right, so it is building this accumulation between V2 minus V2 and minus V1. So it could bounce and go up this way here from on the 5-minute chart. So I'm looking out for that. But if it keeps on selling, then the ES will probably bounce. which it is right now actually. Yeah, so see it's breaking above this little vertical line I have here, horizontal line. How do I edit this? All right. No need for those lines really because I'm using VWAP and this is plus VWAP right here. So this is my decision area, maybe if I'll keep this trade or not. So I just jump back in right here at roughly 55.2275. Stop is at 55.2670. There's a lot of iceberg and support buying going on underneath here. But I think there still is selling pressure in there. But they might be getting absorbed by these guys here. All these icebergs buying here. Plus this is the POC. So basically I have to see big selling like this start bringing price down to really get this trade going. All right, we're starting to look good. Gotta come back down, break below Camarilla R3. We have some swing lows here to break down. Let me see if I can draw that again. All right, high volume selling coming in. We're getting some volume here. Right, we're slipping below Camarilla R3. A little bit of selling right there, but I want to see some big selling coming in. Let's break into this zone right here. Break down weekly central pivot. Just cutting off some of those lower liquidity. If I do this, you see more of the light blue lower liquidity, and when I up that contrast, then they come off the book. I like to see just a little bit of them though, just to see if we get like some stacking like here when it starts stacking down. This is more important though, but I like to see these guys as well. So the selling is only happening coming down here to Camarillo Artery, and we're getting buyers coming in there again. Hopefully this liquidity here is gonna cap the price. No, big buyers, damn. I think that's the first sign right there to come out of this trade. So it's showing that there's sellers in gold. All right, so the sellers came down here to Camarillo Artery. They're pushing up again, kind of like the same thing like with ES. NQ is pushing back up to plus V1, and ES is doing the same. All right, just waiting to see the reaction here at plus V1. That's my stop right there. And let's see what's going to happen now. And we have sellers responding. We're going to need more sellers than that though. Let's see, we're at 38 minutes. Maybe I'll see if this trade could work out in like an hour's time. Let's see, it's 22:15 hours. That's actually 10:15 p.m. All right, sellers, come on, take it down, take it down. I want to see some liquidity on the ask, pressing down on the ask. But this right here is definitely the first sign of to get out of this trade. So if I get another sign here where big buyers start coming and pushing above here, so maybe I'll start thinking about exiting this trade. All right, let's see if the Black Sun strategy is gonna work or it's gonna let me down here. I'm definitely gonna post this, so let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, buyers again, man. So this iceberg just canceled here. So maybe no more buying support. Let's see if that's going to be the case. We still have this iceberg here executing at 55.20. So sellers coming back in, taking it back down. Let's see if we get back down to Camarilla R3 at roughly 55.21.75. Price is just stolen right now, and taking a look over here at the chart, same bull flag. High volume node at 55.22.50. Taking a look here at Bitcoin. Bitcoin looking like it's taking off. I think I have it right here. Yeah. So yeah, Bitcoin taking off. Some nice sweep buyers here. These green, you can see those are aggressive buyers sweeping the book. And that's above plus V2. So they just broke out above plus V2. So maybe that's a sign to come here for ES. So Bitcoin shallow pullback, looking like it's going to break out again. Let's see, NQ is actually pushing up as well. A lot of sellers in this flag though. They're up here at plus V1. Still pushing higher though. Let's see, gold. Gold is at plus minus V1. And Camarilla R3. Gold looking weak. Gold looking like it might break down. I think maybe that's a sell for me on gold. Let me just Alright, so I'm in there on the breakdown of Camarilla R3. 2390.8. It's pushing up to minus V1 though, but let's see here if it's gonna break down. And we could go back to ES as well. ES still here at plus V1. All right, sellers coming in heavy. Aggressive sellers here. The market pulse. Aggressive sellers. NQ aggressive sellers. Let's see what's happening on gold. Nothing really. NQ big selling on NQ. Let's see Bitcoin. Nothing really. ES still looking strong though. We need them to break down through this support level here, weekly CPT, central pivot, and these iceberg buyers. Let's see, gold. Gold is still pushing up on minus V1. Looking like it wants to break above it a little bit. Right, they just broke above it right there. All right, let's check back with ES. We had the POC and Camarilla artery. Looking like we're getting a small bounce right here. Let's see if sellers gonna get aggressive and push it below and break down weekly central pivot. I was just over here just making some adjustments on my trade on gold. So it's not exactly the same as on Bookmap. So I just kind of took that paper trade over here on TradingView. So that entry would be more around this level here. All right, so we're getting a little bit of sellers right here at minus V1. No buyers came back in. I see NQ. NQ getting some buyers here again. Still looking kind of weak though. Still buyers on the ES. Let's see, I got 10 more minutes for this video. It's only gonna be like an hour something, maybe an hour and maybe 10 minutes maybe. So let's see if this trade is gonna do anything right now. Well, the both of them. Actually, let's check gold. Gold still holding that resistance here at minus V1. And yes, still showing signs of selling. See my entry, my break even right there is 55.2270. I think it's gonna break down. Let's see, gold is having some selling pressure. No price change yet. The US dollar is selling off though. That's why that is looking a little bullish right now. But maybe it's gonna bounce somewhere around here. Seeing signs of buying here now. Just below S1. ES looking like it's buying off of Camaria R3. All right, we have some sellers coming in. Let's go to Bookmap. Not much sellers, but price change. And Bitcoin still moving higher. So this is the previous week's high of 69,418.14. Current price is at 69,280. ETH volume point of control is approximately 68,801. All right, sounding like some aggressive selling in gold, but it's actually popping up. So maybe that's the fake out before the sell off. Hopefully for my stop anyway. Seeing buyers, we're seeing buyers. Hmm. Why am I getting the feeling that this is gonna happen? I don't know, man. Let me just go over to ES because I think the same thing is gonna happen in ES. think the NQ is gonna break down here. I think we're gonna break this swing low right now. We're gonna get to this POC. Sorry, I'm looking for my NQ chart on TradingView. All right, found it. Found it. The NQ is doing some interesting stuff here. I think it's kind of front running what's going to happen with this ES. Let's see, let's pull out and take a little bigger picture view here. So this is basically like a bull flag, right? But I'm getting these vibes here of a lot of selling at the bottom here. Now we have this iceberg executing at 55.20. We have the POC here at 55.21.87, and we have Camarilla Archery at 55.21.75. Right, so we also have this weekly central pivot at roughly 55.20.50. But it's looking like this is gonna, let me see here if I could, like this is some kind of wedge that is gonna, excuse me, that is gonna break down from. Oh, I think I got stopped out on gold. Yeah, I got stopped out on gold. All right, so stopped out on gold. All right, so just looking at this pattern here, I think it's gonna break down. I don't think we're gonna get buyers pushing back up to my stop. I think it's gonna continue with these lower highs, and we're gonna break down and eventually break this low here. All right, so we hold in the trade. Maybe I'll extend the video a little bit because this is what I see happening. So let's see if this is gonna materialize. And I actually want to flip my position in gold and go long. All right, so I'm long on gold at 23.93, 23.93. I think the stop loss here is 23.90.4. Let's see, the take profit is 2400, which is actually Camarilla R3. So let me show you that on the chart. Let's see here, take this out. Right, so that's Camarilla R3, that yellow line. That's also that dark line, red line right there, coming across from here. That's plus V2, and that's plus V1, and that's floor pivot R1. Looking like we're getting some pullback on this trade now. So maybe it's not a bowling green strategy after all. So maybe I'll get stopped out twice, man. Damn. And this is actually Camarilla R3 right here, that red line. And so I'm getting beaten up on these live trades. So ES still below my stop loss. So this correlation here, that's gold, right? That yellow dash line right there, that's gold. And this here is NQ, the dash green line. Gold looking like it going against me for real. All right, looking like we got some buyers on gold here. Getting a little bit of buyers here at minus V1. So all this here is like the bowling green strategy. You get the cause built between minus V2 and minus V1. Then you take the breakout of minus V1, which I took kind of late here, but that's why I should have like a breakout around this level, entry around this level. And actually, I'll add to the position because this is where the entry should be. And then I'm going to trail my stop down to this level here. All right, so stop is 23.89.3. Okay. Volume pointer control moved up just a little bit here from 555.22 to now 55.22.55. No, 55.22.46. Somewhere around there. All right, looking like we're getting some sellers, but it's on the NQ. Let's see here. All right, so selling coming in on the NQ, nothing on the ES. This is the NQ here, the market pulse. All right, so ES getting some sellers. All right, sellers coming in on the volume pressure on the market pulse. Just had a little jolt right there, but nothing too serious right now. But this is basically the level we're trying to break down. And liquidity is looking like it's getting a little heavier down here at this level. So you see that liquidity there is looking like it's adding to it. Right now it says 86 on the bid. Right here you can see right there 86 on the bid. 24 icebergs executed at this level already, and it's still waiting there to execute more. So this is the level right here. It's also like a high volume node you can see on the current order book. So it's a high volume area on the current order book on the bid. It's kind of light on the session volume pointer control though, on the session volume profile. Not too much activity here though. So it's looking like if we do break down these levels, which is higher activity, we should be able to sweep through these levels quite easily. All right, let's check on gold. Gold is looking like it's moving up. All right, so we get some movement on gold. Still sellers in the mix though. But let's see if we can get some buyers take us up to overnight mid. Is that the overnight mid still? 2394.1. So yeah, that's correct. So let's see if this is the bowling green strategy gonna take place here. Let me just label this. Let me just come over here so you can see what I'm doing. So I like to label these to see which ones actually materialized and which ones didn't work out. So we have the accumulation between, let me just make it bigger. Accumulation between minus V2 and minus V1, and we're getting the breakout of minus V1. So if it does work out, will take us up to VWAP and plus V1. So right now we're getting a little resistance here at minus V1, and maybe it'll stop us out. Well, I think I'm missing my trade, man. Um, all right, so we just poking below Camarilla artery. So this still is showing signs of strength when there's weakness there, like there's selling pressure there, but it's looking like some buyers is absorbing. All right, so stopped out on gold. And let me just flatten over here. Stopping out there, we're breaking down Camarilla artery, so I'm gonna sell that again. Minus V1 breakdown, Camarilla artery breakdown. Think right now I can add to my position on ES. Alright, so added on the breakdown here of Camarilla R3, my execution was at 55, 21, 50. So looking for a continuation and a breakdown of this support level here of weekly central pivot. It's at 55, 20, 50 roughly. Let me just take this off, open this up. And just to make things clearer, let me just take off this correlation tracker. All right, so you can see price a little clearer right now. Wow, price just stall after kind of like looking like it's gonna build up to do something right here, and then it's just stolen. So you could just look at the bigger picture here. It's just a breakdown of this wedge. Right, so that's what we're waiting for right now, that breakdown of that wedge right there. We're already at an hour and 13 minutes, so let's see if we could get some action here. Let's see, what time is it right now? It's actually 10:51 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, looking like we're getting some movement. All right, aggressive sellers coming in. Make sure you're all checking out the market pulse. That's the NQ, that's the ES. So I'm looking for this to light up on the ES. And also I'm looking for this to light up on the ES. And this to light up on the ES. On this side. So let's see if we could get all of these in unison, and then we could see the big selling coming in. And then I could go back in closer view and you could see this in a better kind of schematics. Matter of fact, let's go down right now. All right, so that's 2 minute slices between these dash lines right here. 2 minutes. Let's see if we could get like 5 minutes here. So that's 5 minutes between these dash lines from here to here. But it's not much action, so going closer, you don't really see much. Let's check over at gold. All right, gold still looking like it wants to break down. That's looking good. Let's see, oil here. Oil is selling off. NQ looking like it's gonna break down. Getting a little bounce right now. Maybe it's a value area high. I don't think that's correct though. I think I have to update those levels. So buying on the ES, buying on the NQ. Let's see, buying on gold, a little bit on gold as well. So this is what I want to see right here, this exhaustion on the ask, and then you get big selling. See exhaustion here, exhaustion, then selling. I want to see more of this exhaustion and then selling coming in. All right, so watch this. Let's see if that's how it plays out, right? So we get an exhaustion here, price drops, exhaustion here, price drops, exhaustion here, price drops. Let's see, we get an exhaustion. All right, so we're getting downward movement, exhaustion on the ask, price swooping down. Could we break the lows though? That's what we need to break right there. That 52, 20, 50, and that 52, 55, 20, 50, and 55, 20, where this iceberg is executing right here. All right, so we're getting sellers on gold. Wait, hold on. All right, but gold still fighting to push up to my stop loss again. NQ looking just like a longer wedge than the ES. All right, sellers where? Gold, let's see. Still moving up though. Still above Camarilla R3. It's always been buyers coming in right here at Camarillo R3. So let's see if it's going to be different this time. Still, we're seeing a little bit of buyers there. They got absorbed by sellers. Looking like some buyers coming in on gold. Yeah, pushing up to my stop loss, man. Looking like they're gonna snatch me up here, man. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing. And Bitcoin looks very bullish. So we had the shallow pullback here to let's see, what is this, plus V2, and now we're riding above that nice little bull flag to the top side. Looking like we're gonna break above this liquidity right here, and let's make that bigger. Or we already eaten into the liquidity. All right, so we got some there already, touched that already. Somewhere up here at 69,538. And just need a little more buyers to get through that liquidity right there. Aggressive buyers coming in here as well. You can see on these green dots, that's aggressive buyers. So Bitcoin is looking good. Let me just zoom out. So it's a nice pattern above plus V2. All right, ES big selling volume. Nope, but I don't see anything on the heat map. Only on market pulse. Market pulse is going off, saying it's selling pressure, but no movement yet. No sellers. Man, how long has this been sitting here, man? This has been here since basically 9:20, 9:10. Come on, man, just break down, man. All right, we're getting selling pressure. Look over here, we're getting selling pressure. We gotta see the sellers here, though. We're getting selling pressure on the market pulse, but no sellers over here. Let's see if gold got buyers. All right, I'm canceling this gold trade. Yeah, that's it for gold. Gold ain't working out. Oh, Bitcoin broke above that wedge. That bull flag just broke above that. Got through the heavy liquidity as here as well. We have some absorption buyers though. Absorption sellers, sorry. That copper inside that blue right there, that's absorption sellers. So somebody took profit there as well. So I don't know what to do with this trade right now, man. I still think it's going down and it's gonna drop fast. Take a look at the setup here. See, we got the trading view. See the candlestick chart right there. Then we got the apex, Ninja Trader. Oh, we getting buyers, we getting buyers. Buyers at Camaria Archery again. So is my gut feeling wrong? Is it really gonna sell off, or is it really gonna just push up and break above my stop? Is this bull flag pattern gonna just materialize where we just break out like this? Right? Is this something gonna happen here? Is this what's gonna happen? Or we gonna get this breakdown to VWAP and break down to quarterly VPOP and break down to my take profit? Which is more likely here? After all this bullish movement, maybe I'm on the wrong side of this trade. Because sometimes I realize, like, when I look back at these trades and the videos, like, I'm telling myself constantly of something that I have a gut feeling is going to happen, and then it usually happens, right? After a while, but it's the wear and tear of waiting on the trade that makes you exit sometimes, you know. So what I'm thinking is it's eventually going to break down to VWAP, and it's going to break down to my take profits here. Let me just see some here. I think I'm going to adjust my take profits to above this level here. At this liquidity level at 55.14. So let me just make some adjustments here. All right, so just had to adjust my take profits on Ninja Trader and Trading View. And let's go deep inside here. Take a look at what's going on around Camaria Archery. We're getting a little bit of bias here. major seller, the majority is sellers. Had these two big buyers pushing above VPOC. They never stepped back in. We had two more buyers here, but not big buyers like these guys here. And it's still looking like selling pressure is on. I think we definitely gonna. Well, this guy just came in the book here, 142 on the bid, just above this iceberg that's still executing. He had 55.20. So support area here to break down. I think we're gonna break down that area here, and we're gonna break down with some heavy selling. But when that selling is gonna come, I don't know, man. We already are hour and 32 minutes into this video, but it's a late night, enjoying the evening, a little testing out a strategy here, Black Sun strategy, and just enjoying the vibes, man. Giving thanks to Yahuwah and His Son Yahushua Mashiach for life and just the preservation of health and strength, and for Baruching me and my family, and just appreciating life, you know what I mean? Appreciating the Most High Creator, the Alpha and the Omega. So we just give thanks for what He has done, what He is doing, and what He will do. Give thanks to the Yahuwah. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. All right, so this is something I always look at here for exhaustion, right? On the ask. When I'm in a short trade. So when you get these, you get the sell-off, right? So it could only stay like that for so much time with exhaustion on the ask. It's gonna have to seek lower value. All right, so they're coming back up to the ask. Just bought on the ask right there. So now that's preventing it from doing that kind of drop that we had like here. And we have some buying aggression here on the market pulse. Right, you see the market pulse subchart, volume pressure imbalance to the buy side, volume pressure to the buy side. We have some sellers in there as well. Right, sellers coming in there as well. Not as much as the buyers, of course. You can see over here on the meter, not as much as the buyers. And that is plus V1. Right, so that's plus V1. So not losing hindsight of the trade is still working, right? That's the entry right there. We coming back, we testing the entry. So my break-even point is down here actually, but to me the trade is still working so far. We're getting some buyers here at Camaria R3 again. Sellers are still in the mix, so I just think we're kind of building up to break down this level. We're testing what kind of buyers we have here, and it's not really that much big buyers. We had some big buyers over here. Let me not tell no lies, We had some big buyers over here, but they didn't continue. That's another thing I look at. Like when we get big buyers at these V2 and V1 levels, where is the follow through? Do we get follow through? Let's see, aggressive sellers came in here, but I didn't really see much selling. but I think it's coming in. It's coming in soon. So let's take a closer look, like around how much seconds we're gonna do, like around. Nah, that's too close. All right, just a 1 minute slice there. So let's see what that looks like. Because I think we're gonna get the breakdown here right now. Now I think this will look better where you see is breaking down the actual support level. And I think I'm gonna add to my position here. When we actually break down though. I think I'm gonna add to my position right here. Just waiting patiently on this breakdown, man. I know this breakdown is coming, but damn, it's taking long. But that's part of trading as well, right? Just holding your psychology and holding your frame of mind through, like it's like kind of like torture. Like if you well, you know, not really torture, but it's like you have to hold a certain frame of mind during like uncomfort. You know what I'm saying? So when you have discomfort, you have to hold a certain positive frame of mind and like perseverance through the waiting of this trade to come true. You know what I mean? Because you're gonna see things like these little buyers coming in here, and you're gonna think, well, all right, it's gonna hit my stop. But in actuality, I think we're gonna break down in this trade. Because the trade is already basically working, right? So let me just. The trade has been working since V2, right? So that red line right there, where it's coming from, that's V2. Then it came back and retested V1, and it's still working to the downside. Right? We had the breakout of V2, came back, retested V1, broke below V1. So just waiting for the trade to continue working, man, you know. Even if it does come back and test this level here, it's basically still a lower high. But I think we're gonna break this low soon. And they're saying sellers over here on gold. Let's see, this is VWAP. Came up here to just under VWAP. Came back here to retest the minus V1. Let me see what that looks like on the chart. I don't really want to touch gold anymore, but it's still looking like the bowling green strategy, like a continuation to the upside after it tests this level here at minus V1. So let me keep a little eye on it and see what it does. I'm gonna set some alerts. See, Bitcoin came back here to test plus V2. Well, let me see if I have the VWAP set up properly on this right now. Bitcoin ETH session, and all right, that needs to be adjusted. 28. So it's updating the VWAP here. Let's see what to me on my chart over here is saying that we came back and we tested plus V1, that red line right there. Right, so that red line plus V1. So we broke out, rode above V2 for a second, touched V3, came back, rode below V2, pushed above, and then we started to get that sell off here now. So this again, Black Sun strategy. Right, the only way to know if these strategies work is to execute them. Right, so taking this Bookmap Black Sun strategy down to, let's see, VWAP, although that's only 1-to-1. So let's try and get back to floor pivot R1 here, down at 68651.02. Right, so we had this pop up. We have a little gap in the volume profile. Right, so we have a little gap in the volume profile here where we could slip through. There's another little gap right here in between price and this high volume node right now. So we can slip through there and then slip through the other way. So let's see if we're gonna have some upsets here in the market. Let's see who's selling, who's trickling. Price change of ES is trickling down. Right, we still here. We are below Camarilla R3, looking for the big seller to interact with this 147 on the bid. So let's take a closer look. Only the price change is signaling movement to the downside, but really nothing is happening. See a little buyer just popped up right there. I want to see this guy get aggressive. See this push down to the downside here. Want to see this spike to the downside on this side to the left. So I have all of these marked out. Let's see if we get those. Except this guy here. Let me take this off. I want to see this here on this side. I want to see this here. This here. And this here. And plus this side here spike to the downside. And it's the same old complaint. Camarilla R3 is having buyers just come in there as soon as we get down below Camarilla R3, get those guys popping it back up. So we have a lone seller at 55, 21, 51, 50, and we want to break down. We want to get some more sellers right now. All right, so I'm gonna leave oh yeah, so they're coming in right now. Okay. I was gonna grab something to eat. So you see we're getting the sellers here. You see the spike down over here, right? We got sellers, aggressive sellers on the volume pressure, aggressive sellers on the sweeps, right? And we have aggressive price change to the downside. We didn't get any sweeps imbalance to the downside on this one here though. So we're seeing aggressive sellers on the volume pressure coming in again. Let's see if we get another spike to the downside here, like we got here, this one. So we're looking for another one of those. And one like this. And this. So we're seeing price change trying to creep up a little bit. All right, price change moving a lot. Sweep it over here a lot. No volume pressure. No sweeps imbalance. All right, we gotta take on this guy, so sellers better get prepared and step on the gas. All right, let me just grab some real quick. I'll be right back. It's looking like this trade is going against me, man, but I'm right here. I'm gonna just be right back though. We getting those buyers again at Camaria R3, so I'll be right back. I said I wasn't going back in gold, but I'm back in gold right there. See that sell right there at 23.91.3. Stop loss up here. 23.93.8. Let's see, Bitcoin is looking like it's selling off. I actually took a trade in Bitcoin as well. Um, right, so I have a paper trade going here on Bitcoin as well. So that's also a Black Sun strategy. Right, the ES looking like it's pushing up on me. Let's zoom out and look at the ES. And as I said, it could come back here and create this lower high here again, right? Below this level and even retest +1 VWAP. But we'll see. Yo, they're gonna stop me out for sure if they keep buying like this, man. Let's see here. What's gold doing? Is gold behaving? Not really. And everything going against me, man. But we have the US dollar making a reversal. I wonder what's weak against the US dollar right now. Maybe we could take a forex trade as well. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Take a forex trade, man. All right, all joking aside, let me switch over, sign into Rwanda. Boom. So what we're looking at here, we're looking at GBP USD. All right, maybe they want to see two as well, Malak. So maybe you should switch over. All right, so maybe I will. All right, so first things first here, we at a golden pivot zone on this GBP USD. So just because this US dollar is starting to move up, we should take a trade right here. This is what we should do right here for GBP USD. Well, let's not be too impulsive. Let's do some proper research here, not just jumping into trades willy-nilly and doing all kind of craziness. So wait. Let's see, where is it? Where is my currency strength indicator? Boom. Pull that up. All right, so we see JPY is strong, GBP is strong, orders moving down though. Euro is moving down. What's that moving up right there? That's what is that? That's Swiss. Swiss is moving up from the bottom, right? But who's gonna be moving down the most? Maybe Euro. Let's check this out. Now the setup on GBP USD on the 1 hour chart is nice, right? For a sell-off. Let's see what the Euro chart is looking like. So it's not as good because to me the central pivot range it's above the central pivot range, and if we look on GBP USD, we are below the central pivot range. Hmm. I want to fix those VWAP bands. They're not in the proper place. They should be on the 21st. All right. Come to the 21st. Stop playing games. All right. Boom. So we have some VWAPs here to work with. Is that correct? Where is this other guy here? 21st. All right, guy. All right, we're all in unison. All right, good. So this is a golden pivot zone on GBP USD right here. Boom. Taking that into consideration right now. Golden pivot zone, golden top zone resistance. Boom. Right there. And that's going to be all week. So let's extend that right now. Thursday, Friday till close. Yes, right there. So why shouldn't I sell this right here? Right? because this is looking like something like an automatic rally, right? It could be kind of shallow, but if we're looking at the US dollar, what's the US dollar doing right now? And let's go to the equivalent of the 1 hour chart, right? And let's take off the volume profile. Let's take that off. We don't need that right now, right? What we're looking at is it below the central pivot range, and it could possibly bounce right now, but wait. Is the VWAPs in the correct place? 21st, that's good. 21st, yeah, that's good. Yeah. So this is good right here. We're looking like we're getting some kind of a bowling green bounce right here off of minus V1. It could push up, but in the face of heavy selling like what just happened here, probably like what, 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago. Man, you can't count. 1, 2, 3. 3 hours ago, right? Would this bounce or would this just keep on selling? So let's take a closer look here at the 5 minute chart, and what do we see? On the 5 minute chart here, we see something like a bowling green strategy reversal. So let's mark that up, right? Because this is what we see here, right? We're seeing a bowling green strategy reversal. We're seeing accumulation being built between minus V2 and minus V1. We having the breakout here, and this could go viral. You know what I'm saying? Well, not viral, but you know what I mean, parabolic, or let's just say mean reversion ish. You know what I'm saying? So if taking that into consideration, we get continued buying in the US dollar, we could get that resistance right here at the golden pivot zone, and that sell on GBP USD. So now that we fully look at it, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what's gonna happen here. We get a full breakdown and we take the trade, right? And it's like a micro trade, man. It's like minus one lot or something like that, bro. Like it's nothing serious. You know what I'm saying? Cause we just practicing strategies, and we working things out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put this above Camaria R3 on the weekly. We're gonna close this up so we can get more room, and then we're gonna bring this down here where we wanna go. We wanna come back down to the previous week's low, right? Nothing too crazy, but maybe a little crazy. Maybe we should stop here, but we'll wait to see what's happening, right? So we have the US dollar still making its move. We have GBP USD selling. We're looking at this as it's strong, but it's moving down, so it has more room to move down, right? And if we go over here, we can see, gold is over here pushing up to the stop loss. We can see ES is over here pushing up to the stop loss, and things not looking good over here at all. You know what I'm saying? So we're probably gonna stop out soon, because now we're making an equal high right here at plus V1, right? Plus V1, that's a critical zone right now. Plus V1, yes, plus V1, right? I better be seeing something like this, you know what I mean? These sellers right here. This is what I want to see right there. And I want to see them take it back down, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why it's coming so close to my stop. That don't really make sense right now. Let's see, gold doing the right thing right now, expressing itself properly. Let's see here. This is what I wanted to do before, but then it just dragged the chart down, so that didn't look too good. You know what I mean? Pardon me on that one. But gold doing the right thing right now because we have a sell in gold, so we're looking for gold to sell. You know what I mean? So going back to the ES, we still seeing sellers up here. Nothing has changed. And in the ETH is something you just got to be mindful of that sometimes price just won't move. It won't move because there is no volume. Simple as that. All right, so this video has been probably the longest video I did. Nothing really materialized and just probably coming close to my stop. So this is what I'm gonna do though. I'm gonna stop this video here, upload it, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna start another video. Just continue from where I left off or where I pick up. All right, y'all, it's Malak Shalomo. For anybody who stayed for this entire video, just shout outs to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate, I love you very much. You know what I mean? Thank you. Um, it's something that I've done before a lot. I still do. I look at hour-long videos, 2-hour-long videos, just because I'm interested in the craft, right? So although it mightn't be glamorous trading at the moment where take profit hit, partial hit, you know what I mean, and all that kind of glamorous side of it is still learning to read the order flow, and we're looking at the order flow and seeing what's happening. And let me just take this off in the background, right? So we see in here right now, for example, right? And I'm narrating my strategy where it's a V1, V plus one breakdown. It's called the Black Sun strategy, right? So in an uptrend or maybe in a reversal, let's say the prior day we had a sell-off, right? And then in the current session, you move up to V plus one and you start getting things like this, like sellers. You could take a short trade, stop loss above V plus one, and you're looking to get back to VWAP or minus V1, you know. And for us right here as well, we're looking to get the breakdown of Camarilla R3 and the weekly central pivot, right? So this trade is still a viable trade, still hasn't come above this V plus one level, and it's still creating resistance. So I'm gonna catch you all on the next side. I'm gonna just stop this video here. I'm gonna upload it, and then I'm gonna continue on another video. All right, you all, it's Malak Shalomo. You all trade safe and stay blessed. And I really appreciate you all looking at this video, subscribing, and liking the videos. You know what I'm saying? I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers. So anybody who comes across this video and, well, maybe this is late in the video. Some people didn't even stay. But for those who stayed, if you really stayed, subscribe to the channel and help me get up to 1,000 subscribers. In the name of Yahushua Mashiach, salute, praises to Yahuwah, the Most High Creator, and shout out to all of y'all out there. Baruch to all of y'all. Barak to all of y'all. Trade safe and stay blessed.